Hey guys, welcome to How Tuesday. That's right, PrimeTime Kitchen's How Tuesday. This is episode number 16. Pause 1 second. Pause 1 second.
Why?
Because you gotta go turn the TV off, don't you? We didn't do that. So basically this is episode 16. We're gonna make what I think is like the best date meal. Like guys I hear out there all the time, they're like, man, what can I make that will impress somebody? It'll look good on the plate. It's not a steak, blah, blah, blah. And without question, that meal is chicken marsala. It's one of the easiest dishes to make. And another reason we chose this tonight is because, like I was telling Tori, when we make this pan sauce, which is basically the marsala sauce you know as, that same set of rules you can follow to make garlic wine sauce, garlic wine cream sauce, all kinds of cool stuff. So just kind of remember how we do this. The recipe is already up, I believe, or it's going to be up tomorrow. I already wrote it today, so we're good. As always, thank you guys for coming out. Like and share as we move forward. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Everybody stay safe for this hurricane. It's no joke. And we want to make sure all you guys are safe and secure somewhere ever. Of course, my wife is always here with me. Tori, say hello.
Hi.
Hi.
And we're going to cheers tonight. Oh, by the way. So tonight we're drinking a new beer. Well, it's new to me from Coppertail.
Yeah.
And we featured Coppertail beers before. They're out of Tampa. This is a beer called Independent. And honestly, I picked it up at Petty's. Saw it there, picked it up, 6-pack of it, grabbed it. It was something different, and I wanted to see what it was like. So we're going to drink that tonight. Tori has this beautiful wine that her friend Kelly got her. We drank it last week. She absolutely loved it. Pinot Noir.
Delish.
Pretty much all we drink. Also, on the website, ptkradio.com, if you go to the recipes section, it's now brought to you by the Oliver Brothers, who's a big sponsor of our show, which we love. If you have real estate issues, if you need to buy a home, sell a home, if you have a home that's in distress, you need to get rid of it, need some cash, the Oliver Brothers can take care of you. Just go to the oliverbrothers.com. Mike and Dan are awesome guys. Love those guys. Hung out with Mike this weekend in the pool with his whole family, and just like one of those guys.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Impossible to not like Mike.
They sponsored our recipe section.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome. So
yeah.
They sponsor the show and the recipe. Also, Florida Fresh Meats. Thank you for your sponsorship. Of course, as always, Wassie's. We appreciate that. All the guys. We do have spots. If you want to have your company be part of this show, be part of PrimeTime Kitchen, you can do that. Just email me, primetimekitchen@gmail.com. And, of course, the show airs every single Friday at 8 o'clock. And then we play 2 shows on Sunday, 7 and 8. We'll play the original, and then we play a bonus show as well. What else, Tor? What else we got to tell them?
That's it, baby. Yeah. Well, we were going to do the Apopka barbecue showdown, or steak showdown.
Yeah, but they haven't canceled it yet.
They haven't. You're right.
So we're going to see how it goes. Of course, that was supposed to be this weekend. We were supposed to be out there. Just kind of, if you could, just kind of maybe get updates on that, where it's going to go. We'll try to give them to you on Facebook and Twitter and get the word out whether or not it's going to happen, or whether or not we're going to be there or not. Obviously, by Saturday, it could be in kind of a shit show, so we want to make sure that I don't get my brand new tents blown away.
Carrie said get to cooking.
Get to cooking. Cheers. Do we cheers yet?
We didn't cheers. Florida Fresh Meat does not carry our merchandise, but Wassie's does. If you want to, I think she's got some pints left.
Pints, she had some tumblers. I don't think they have any t-shirts, and we're working on some distribution like that, but honestly, we have to get clients. We want to use that as a way to get people out to their businesses.
Yeah.
We have tons of stuff. Tons of t-shirts.
Businesses.
Tons of stuff. Businesses. All right, let's keep going.
Okay, what are we doing?
We're going to do chicken marsala.
I know.
Okay, so first things first with chicken marsala is you got to get the chicken breast thin, because this is not a dainty dish, but it's kind of a delicate dish. You don't want big old honking hormone injected chicken breast. Go get good ones. Get some organic, or get some at least something like that. This is a Whole Foods product. You can get them from anywhere, but if you get the ones that are big, take the breast and lay it out, and take your knife and make like a cutlet out of it. You don't want big old honking pieces of chicken from Marsala, because it's not dainty. You'll see the chicken kind of floats in between the mushrooms, and we're going to put red onion in ours. Tori likes red onion.
I love red onion.
So she gets red onion. It's that simple.
At home. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What?
At Home Floor Store said they love you.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Good to see you. I'm sure Mrs. Egg and Mr. Egg will get visited by none other than Maisie Dennis.
Yes, and Daniel. Mike said that Dainty Dish was his nickname in college.
Nice, appreciate it. Is that Mike, our Mike?
Yes.
Okay, so.
Oh, Laura, you made it funny.
Ziploc.
You said breast reduction.
That's funny. That is funny. All right, good job, Laura. So these are already pretty thin. So when you pound these chicken breasts, if you'll look, this middle one's almost ready. You have tenderizing, flattening. So this one, we just kind of want to get it to the same size. That breast actually is pretty darn good. So this one, that's why I love these whole food packages. They're a little bit more expensive, but the meat tastes so much better. But you can see how that lobe is so much bigger than the front part? Obviously, we can't have that. Don't beat it apart. You actually want to kind of maintain the shape as much as possible. If you start kind of pounding them apart, they'll see how they kind of squirt out like that.
Yeah.
And like I would, if I was showcasing this dish, I would be like cutting that so it looked nice. Okay, so we have about a cup of flour here.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a little bit more.
All right.
So we're gonna make our dredge. Salt.
Okay.
That's probably about a tablespoon or so. And we're gonna do a little bit of our black pepper.
Yes, Lisa, we have dirty innuendos here.
Oh yeah, sometimes we have them.
Sometimes.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's a kid show, but we have to mask it a little bit. I'm sorry for the S word earlier.
Yep, that was bad. That was a bad call on you.
It wasn't that bad of a call.
It was a bad call. No.
So we want to stir this up. Now, have our cast iron skillet. We preheated it, so we're good. Now, this is where, for the record, did not say this is like a healthy dish, but let me say this.
It is not a healthy dish. What is this?
That's about 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
Okay.
Okay. Now, it's important that I tell you this story.
Okay.
Although on the surface, this dish isn't healthy. We're going to use butter and cream. That's kind of the traditional preparation. You don't have to. You can thicken this sauce at the end with a slurry. And a slurry is basically like you're going to use chicken stock.
Right.
So use chicken stock and some cornstarch. Usually about like for a quarter of a cup of chicken stock, use like a teaspoon of cornstarch.
Okay.
Stir it up real good.
Yeah.
That's a slurry. Add that little by little to the sauce if you don't want to use butter or cream to thicken it.
Right.
And it will bring the sauce together. You're not going to have the same flavor though. I'm telling you straight up. You're not going to be the same.
Fat is flavor.
That is flavor. So
what are you doing?
2 tablespoons of butter.
Okay.
Into this pan. It's already a little too hot. Boy, these things get so hot so fast.
They do get super hot.
Now, I have you'll see my oven?
Yeah, 225.
So, here's why. This is the other kind of important part about this meal, about this dish. When I wrote the recipe, and you'll see it when you log on and get it, so when you go to make this.
Okay.
And what's important, as you know, is this. So, in this frying pan, we are looking for color and like color only.
That's why we put butter in it, right?
We want crispy, we want flavor, color, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
We're not going to concern ourselves with getting it quite done. We're going to dredge.
Yep.
And always, you work away, put it in place. And that's going to foam up real nice.
So it doesn't splash you?
Now, another aspect of this flour that helps us out a lot is when we go to make our sauce a little bit later, this flour that comes off of this chicken breast is going to form these beautiful brown bits at the bottom of this pan, right? And we're going to scrape that off. And this flour is going to act as a thickener because basically that cornstarch is just a super kind of concentrated flour.
Okay.
Now, when you know you have your butter at the right temperature, you get that beautiful foam. That's how I like it. And you should have those edges kind of bubbling. You don't want it too hot because butter will burn.
Okay.
And it will make your dish terrible. You want it just that beautiful golden brown, and you are going to cook it almost half done, Tori.
All right.
So this will cook about half done. Now, you notice I have my
why are we cooking it only half done?
Because we're gonna put it in the oven to warm.
Oh, okay.
So that's why the oven's at 225. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our color on here, right?
Yeah.
Because we're using the same pan to make everything. Tonight's show's gonna go pretty quick. So we also have the buitoni pasta, the fresh pasta, and I buy this for one reason only. For one thing, it tastes great. Secondly, it cooks in about 2 minutes, as opposed to 20 minutes. So that's why we're doing this tonight.
So what beer are you drinking?
I'm drinking this independent beer from Coppertail Brewery.
Let me see.
I don't get paid a nickel to do so. I just chose it to do it. It's a Pilsner that tastes kind of like a sessionable IPA.
But does it pair well with this, or is this
it'd be
just
fine
something
with
you
this.
picked?
Yeah, it'd be fine with this.
Okay.
You want something kind of crisp and dry with this because you have sweet and savory with this dish. For the record, when you cook with wine, almost always you're going to be adding stock to it because stock gives you that. If it was just wine, it's just going to be sweet and syrupy.
Right.
The chicken stock reduction gives you that great savory flavor that you love when you have those sauces. You're like, man, what is that? That's awesome. Well, that's reduced stock in with that reduced wine.
So what's your opinion on the acorn Komodo? I don't know what this is.
Komodo? It's a like grill.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that thing. I know that.
Nathan wants to know. I probably mispronounced it, but I can only read one line at a time. Sorry, it's flying.
I know Big Green Egg has a competitor called like Komodo Joe or whatever. It's red.
I don't know.
I mean, I never heard anything about it, but
okay.
I guess it'd be okay. All right, so we don't. Sometimes you can put red onion in these things.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't. One thing you definitely have to have is garlic.
We always have to have garlic. We've discussed this.
Gotta have garlic. No way to get away with it. Now, don't over garlic this dish. It's easy to do.
Yeah.
People are like, more garlic, the better. We always talk about cooking in this house. We try to get balance. So we
more
want
garlic,
balance.
the better.
No.
Yeah.
That's not really the balance I'm looking for. The balance I'm looking for is flavor.
All right. Well, I have it put on here, so get to mincing, dicing.
You know what we didn't talk about?
Yeah. Hey, guys.
Dude, let me tell you something.
Hey, Alex. Hey, you guys. Why don't you like and share us, please?
I know that a lot of you guys, because the price point was a little higher than the ones we've done before, and it's a Wednesday night. School just started. Look, I understand all the hurdles. Look, guys, when we tell you, when we try to give you a heads up on something that we think is exceptionally good, do your best. If you missed the meal that we had at Millennium 106,
oh my gosh, it was so freaking good.
I'm telling you.
Wait, I wanted to see that.
Oh no, I'll show you. I mean, that's yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah,
we have our pan going, and just what you want to do is grab it. We're close. See that little brown?
Yeah.
Actually, if you'll see, toward the middle, we're getting a little browner. So I can take this bread, turn it a little bit, so I know that my hot spot's going to be in the center of the.
Okay.
So I'll do the same thing with this one.
Yeah.
Turn it a little bit. See that? That one's actually pretty darn good. So we're gonna, and see, that's gonna provide a little crisp. Now, the cool thing about that flour on the outside, is because we simmer this in the sauce when we make it, that flour will kind of start soaking that sauce up. That real velvety kind of cover of that Marsala mixed with the flour on top of your chicken.
It's a little pasty.
It'll help every bite.
Yeah, it's really good.
Bite.
Hey, we got Canada in the house. Newberry, Florida.
Canady?
Yeah.
So back to Millennium 106 real quick. So, So Chef Bruno Fonseca, if you want an incredible meal that you would usually pay probably double for when you get it, and I'm not joking, that is not an exaggeration, and he does not advertise.
No.
I'm just telling you straight up, Bruno Fonseca can cook, and he will make you the food that you eat. Guys, we had a collard green roulade with braised pork ravioli and smoked corn puree.
Yeah.
And I could have eaten 20 of them. It was one of the best things I've ever eaten in my entire life. And that's just one of the great things. That crowd that was there, we had about 35 people with us, and everybody who walked out that night absolutely loved it. Next one's going to be September 27th, but please do yourself a favor and visit Millennium 106. It is an exceptionally good spot, and you won't find better food for the money for sure. And
real.
And look,
so good.
that's not even from me. That's from the guys who, see that nice golden color? Yeah. That's exactly what we want to do. Look at that. Perfect. So we're going to let that simmer and do the same thing. We're going to keep this pan. We're going to do all of our sauce in that pan.
Vero's in the house.
What up, Vero?
We got Vero. We got Pennsylvania.
So I'm going to slice some red onion.
All right.
Now, this is all I have left because we use everything in here at the house. So thin slices because we only want this to kind of, this is the only onion in the entire dish. And really, to be honest with you, I don't really like a lot of it in there.
I love onion.
I know you do. And that doesn't, I mean,
look how thin you have that.
That knife is so sharp. I did the Big Daddy sharpening on it tonight.
Oh, Detroit.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Detroit checking in. What's up?
Yeah.
These are just white cap mushrooms, guys. Nothing big. Get them at Publix. You could use baby bellas if you wanted to, like little.
Lori wants to know if she could use shallots instead of onions.
She can. You can use shallots. I mean, the red onion is going to give the dish a different color too, because they kind of stay that same color, so it'll be a different thing. It'll be nice. This is just one box. I say 1 cup in the recipe, but really
that's giant.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's not 1 cup, buddy.
No, I know.
Okay.
And don't call me buddy.
Buddy. Oh.
I'm not a cab driver.
Peggy's joining.
Who?
I can't talk.
Oh. Peggy doesn't like Tori. We have to work on Tori's.
He just doesn't want me talking.
We have to work on Tori's people skills. Ooh.
Hey, Dan said you're gonna learn about seafood in Seattle.
Oh yeah, I'm going to Seattle. I can't wait.
And he said Lake Underhill in the house.
Lake Underhill. Lake Underhill in the house. We got any Pine Hills peeps in the house?
Yeah, I don't know.
Any Pine Hills? Anybody made it out?
Lori said don't use them funny mushrooms.
Oh, trust me if I had them.
Ahmed
show.
East
Kid show.
said hi.
All right. So
Maryland.
now you can see what? Just watch this.
Okay.
You can see that's not quite done. It's just still kind of gooey in there, and that's why we don't care.
So you can feel the gooey?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's a little jello.
Yeah, right there too.
Like jello.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's fine. That's kind of we don't really care about that. And again, so that one can come off. That one's done.
Hey, what brand of knife are you just using?
Shun. We use Shun knives. We got them at Wassie's Meats. You can get them there. By the way, tell you a little bit more about Wassie's. They have their brand new rib rub, which is insane. But I'm gonna tell you, I'll give you a heads up real quick. Where you at? Where you at?
They couldn't hear you over the sizzle.
If you cook beef,
Yep.
that mug right there,
So
that's a good one. This is and again, when we talk about rubs and shakes like this for people who are like to have the work done for them, this is one of the best simply because the balance is good. You get that Montreal, for one thing, the grind's too thick.
It is
and you
too
get those big seeds of coriander, and it can take
Gets
away
in your
from a
throat.
bite.
Gets in your throat.
This
You
is
cough a
perfect.
little
Love it. You can order it online too. They'll ship it to you.
Kathy said she wants a Shun so bad. I think we may have some giveaways this next PTK live taping, right?
We just may. She always comes here for it.
Yeah.
Okay, into the oven. 225 degrees. Again, we just kind of want this warming.
Okay.
It will cook more. It'll cook as it sits there. It'll cook through. You'll be fine. Everything's going to be good. Now, we do have a lot of fat in this pan. The cool thing about fat in the pan when you're cooking mushrooms, is mushrooms not only, they kind of release a liquid or water.
I thought you were talking about M&M flash in the pan.
What are you talking about? And you're not even drunk. How do you explain that joke?
How do you know? He says you're just a flash in the pan. He's talking about all the other homies.
Oh, is that what it is? Please don't talk like that, ever. Look, I talk like that and sound like a fool. I'm kind of trying to.
Oh, we missed one. Oh, two.
They're running. All right, so mushrooms in.
Yep.
Right in the same pan. You'll notice we have 2 pans to cook with tonight, and that's all we're using. The kitchen will not be a mess tonight. But look already, Tori. That thing had 3 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of butter.
Sucked it all up.
And look at that.
Hey, Rick said he's an OG from Pine Hills.
Is he really?
He's not there now, though.
Oh, yeah.
Little judgy.
Not judgy.
Ah, that's a little judgy.
Okay, so while those are cooking, we'll go ahead and throw in our red onion. Because usually I wouldn't even be putting onion in this.
But I love it.
But I'm going to go ahead and put it in and let it cook down with the rest. You can see it already kind of...
Here, we'll come over here.
Hey, Tori, we saved the garlic for last. Why do you think?
So we don't burn it.
Boom! You are smart. Yes, we don't burn the garlic.
We love garlic flavor and we don't want to burn it.
We don't want to burn it. So, now you want to sweat these mushrooms. Again, you almost can't overcook them, guys. Now look, you can already see these things, as they start, see how that's shining? They'll start releasing their own kind of liquor, water or whatever, and that will help break up a little bit. Look at this, I'll show you. Look at that, see that right there?
Yeah.
When I hit that with that Marsala wine, and that's the call.
It's going to bubble up.
When you hear the word deglaze, right?
Yeah.
You're like, hey, we deglaze.
Ooh, we got some smooths on there.
Is it better?
Do you see it?
So deglazing, when that liquid hits that hot pan, that stuff will release.
Yeah.
So it comes up into our sauce, which is exactly what we want.
It extracts it out. What's up, Oregon? Oregon's in the house.
Hey, what up, man? Gonna be up near you soon.
We are going to be up near Oregon.
We're not gonna go to Portland though.
We aren't.
No, Taylor said that it's not. Taylor said that if you're going to go up to, because we're only going to be there for like 3 or 4 days,
Yep.
it's a 2.5-hour drive to Portland from Tacoma.
Okay.
So instead of driving all the way up there and really kind of seeing a bunch of bars like we have here,
That's
she said a
fine.
couple other things. And Seattle has like so much to see.
I'm along for the ride. Whatever.
Cheers. By the way, guys, if you don't mind,
Cheers.
like and share tonight. We need as many viewers as we possibly can get. We appreciate that. Spread the word. We're getting about 13 to 15,000 views every single week, so we appreciate that
it's about
greatly.
15,000.
Yeah.
It's Cool. Hey, John wants to know if you go camping.
I do go camping. Well, what we call camping. I don't know, what does he call camping?
I don't know.
Is he going to tent camping?
We do not tent camp. We certainly do not tent camp.
Those days are over.
Peggy said that she's in Kewanee Peninsula, wherever that is.
Yeah, I don't know where that is.
I don't either.
Where is that? Oh, in Oregon?
Dan said, why not sweet onion to the balance master?
I don't like sweet onion because the wine's sweet. You know, Marsala wine's one of these fortified wines. It's sweet, and you know what makes it worse is when you start cooking the water out of it, and all that, you know,
it's
just basically the sugar, and it's gonna. And really, to be honest with you, the real balance in this sauce is not getting it too sweet. You don't want it to have like a dessert thing.
Michael said the last time.
Like, taste that. Taste how much sugar's in that.
What do you think? Michael said the last time that you cooked for him was an omelet.
Michael who?
It was at Biscuits, I think. He said Fern Park.
Oh, God.
Oh, God almighty.
Yeah, how sweet is that, right? So it's delicious, but there's so much sugar in it. If I use like Vidalia onions or any other onion,
touch tip.
Red onions don't really get that sweet. So
yeah.
So we're ready to add the garlic to this. We're going to cook this garlic for a few seconds. I want you to see something.
Okay, yeah, I want to see it.
Do this first.
Here, touch. Ding.
All right.
There you go. Pittsburgh.
So look, see the mushroom sear right there on the end?
Yeah.
That's kind of letting us know we're close there, okay? So, look,
hold on. Sorry, guys.
So there's more, you don't need to get that close anyway. There's more liquid in the pan now because as mushrooms start to sweat out that water. Now, we're going to add the garlic.
Okay.
Okay? And you're immediately, and when I say immediately,
hold on.
Immediately going to smell that.
Mmm.
That's only about 2 cloves, guys.
That looks so good, though.
And you can smell it. Now, we're only going to cook the garlic for 2 minutes or so. Because what we did is we just turned our pan up a little bit. This cast iron,
yep.
When you jack the heat on it,
it goes fast, huh?
It's weird, man. It goes from this, and the next thing you know, they'll be raging, and you don't want to do that. So we just want to kind of, what they call kind of sweat. We want to keep the garlic moving a little bit.
Oh my gosh, you can totally smell it.
It's just the best, one of the best smells in the world.
Oh my god, I'm so excited to eat this tonight. Hey, we have Middle Georgia in the house.
Oh, cool.
They said it smells good.
Sweet. All right, so this is the beginning of making our stock, our sauce.
Michael asked me if I remembered him.
Okay.
Again.
Not too close, so I don't want to
I'm
see
not.
that. Now, those don't look like they're doing a whole lot, but there's some water that's going to come out of that, and we're actually going to add that. That's going to be like natural chicken stock.
Okay.
So
I'm going to come back over here.
Let's deglaze.
I'm coming back over here. Okay.
Deglaze, 1 cup, because we're going to make a lot of sauce.
Okay.
Or get shut. Look at that.
That noise is a little...
Smell it.
A little annoying.
Oh man, that'll send you flying. It cooks and starts cooking the alcohol out. Now, this actually isn't going to take that long to do, and you don't want your pan too hot. We want this to simmer. We don't want it to, like boil all out.
Yeah.
Because it won't give us a real good time to kind of blend the flavor of the mushrooms, the onions, the garlic into the wine. We don't want to flash fry it. We want it to kind of simmer. So that's why I kind of turn my heat down. I'm at like maybe, what is medium high, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to simmer these down. Also, if you'll notice, we haven't even added the stock yet. Because what we want to do is we want this.
So do you cook this down and then add the stock?
Yes.
Okay.
If you look at the recipe, we want to cook this for about 3 or 4 minutes. We're going to let it cook a little bit. You can already see that because we have a big pan, it's already starting to separate out a little bit. And look, I can swath it and already show dry pan. Look at that.
Lizzie wants to see the little girl.
Well, show the girl.
Hi! There's no makeup on again, but whatever. Ooh. There we go.
Maybe it's not so much of whatever. Maybe you should pay attention to things like that.
Maybe you should shut your mouth.
Chicken stock.
Yep.
About the same as the wine.
Jason wants to know if he and Jen can come over for dinner.
Sure.
Angel said that she wishes her husband would cook for her.
Wow. And look, Angel is the guy that should be watching this dish because I've never in my life met a woman, and I've been with some women.
None that were worth a damn before me.
Every woman I've ever met in my life loves chicken marsala. Go to Olive Garden, chicken
This is
marsala.
the first meal you cooked
Chicken
me
marsala.
after your nasty eggs Benedict.
Dude, I made you the crazy good eggs Benedict. You just don't like hollandaise sauce.
God almighty. It was like, oh, let me ruin that for you.
But tell them what
pour this yucca on there.
But tell them what a liar you are, though.
Oh, I ate it.
Oh, this is the best thing I've ever had.
I ate one bite, and then I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, so I can throw it up because I'm an anorexic, bulimic. All right, so getting our sauce simmering with our stock in.
Yep.
Now, the cool thing is this. So as you start to cook this down, because of the flour we have in here, you're going to see this starting to kind of naturally thicken. So we're actually going to simmer this for about 5 to 8 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, because we're still going to hit this with some cream, some parsley.
Ooh.
All right, we're going to cut a lemon so we can get some wedges going for everybody who has a plate. So when we make a plate, we're going to have a lemon.
Oh, Greg, yes, I got a new haircut. Thanks for...
Oh, God.
Oh, they thought it was you. No.
They thought I was you because you have...
No. Shh.
Easy. Whoa, no. No shushing. No shushing.
All right, what are we doing?
Also, did you notice I didn't salt and pepper anything yet? And the reason why is this, because we're cooking stock down, we're cooking wine down. The last thing you want to do up front is salt your meal up front, because you're going to get it right. You're like, man, it's perfect right now. Mm-hmm. But your sauce isn't thick enough, so if you're cooking it down, next thing you know, you have salty food and it's no good. And salt is like one of the hardest things to kind of, you just really have to build more sauce.
And I'll have to pretend like I like it again.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to do that. So as you can see, Tori, we have a nice little slow simmer going. And that's really what you want your sauce to look like, okay?
Okay.
You want it to kind of just be bubbling, simmering, because we're not in a hurry.
Are you just showing your sauce off right now?
Yeah.
Is that all that's
Check
happening?
out my sauce.
Look at my sauce. Look at my chicken.
Okay, those are going to be perfect. Now, when that cooks down about another, I guess, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 minutes or whatever, we'll add our cream to it. And when we add our cream to it, we're going to go ahead and put our chicken breasts back in and let them warm through and finish the cooking process.
Yep.
Then we'll throw our pasta in, and we're ready to eat. Just douse some shaved parm.
What? Wait, what did you just say? Shaved palm?
Get you some more wine here.
Let's
get you more annoying.
You have to enunciate.
Let's get you powered.
Thanks, Greg.
For annoying. God.
I know, people are angry emojis.
Why are they angry emojis?
Because they're buttholes.
Are they mad at you because you won't shut up?
No,
like Peggy?
But I am gonna clean this this lens because it is busted. Sorry, guys. There we go.
Here. So our sauce is still really thin.
Yep.
You can see how it is right here. Let's get a little bit more action going. Sauce is still thin, looks watery. That is going to stop. That as that cooks down, it will get a little more bubbly. It'll hold together a little more. I haven't even tasted it yet because I know it's not even worth tasting right now.
Oh,
seriously,
it's so good because I'm such a good cook.
You're right.
Oh, your Palatka accent is strong.
Right.
Dan said.
Oh please, what does Dan know? That turd. So we'll get that sauce not thin. We'll add the cream to it, and so let's stop there for a sec. I said it earlier, I want to make sure you say it again. You don't have to add cream to this sauce.
Okay.
Like really, when you cook this down in a minute, if you wanted it to be just like this with not the extra calories, not that you're saving yourself a lot of calories, but cream is very fattening, you can just make the slurry we talked about earlier, which is cornstarch and chicken stock, and add it little by little because you'll see it thicken up, and when you get it to the thickness you like, there's your food. If it's not sweet enough, add a little bit more wine right now, and you'll see it sweeten right up, and it won't cause your sauce to thin out because that cornstarch will keep it thick.
So Jeremy wants to know if you've ever made a great dish, but you forgot what you put in it.
Oh my God! Do you know the one that is the worst? So it took me 3 years to remember my chili recipe.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It took me 3 years, and the reason people ask me for that thing all the time. There's a reason I do not put my chili recipe out, and it has nothing to do with like maintaining the recipe or anything like that. It is so complicated, and it is such a long process. It would take forever. It takes me a day just to get the meat ready.
Yeah,
and then you build the chili, and it is so freaking complicated. There's so much stuff in it. I just like, man, I don't want to write it. I'm just too damn lazy.
Well, and this kitchen is disgusting when you get done with it. Disgusting. It's totally worth it though.
It's enough. You've had it. That's enough. We know. You think I'm disgusting?
I didn't say you were disgusting. Hey, they said, do you have any grilling tips for the hurricane?
Yeah.
Which is?
I don't even cook it to the right temperature. Oh man, that's good. You know, grilling tips are weird because everybody does everything different. You know, the guys from Wassie's and I have a massive beef going. Almost fought Frank with knives the other day.
Yep.
The Wassie's believe in that reverse searing technique. Mm-hmm. They swear by it, which is when you have a steak, you cook it at like, I think it's 200 degrees or whatever.
Yeah. Until
it gets the temperature that you're just short of the temperature you're desiring for your doneness, whether it be medium rare or whatever. Then you get the egg like 700 degrees and sear it like that. Apparently that's the best way to cook a steak. I've done it the other way. I've seared the crap out of them and then finished them over a lower heat or, you know, with constant heat.
Yeah.
But they swear, Tori, they will not let me rest. They're like, you're not even doing it right. And Mike, Riverway Mike, the same way. That's.
Do you have any Cuban dishes coming up?
I could do one. The problem is
make a Cuban sandwich?
Oh, stop. The problem is with a lot of those dishes, it takes so long to cook the meat. I'll tell you what we're going to have to wind up doing.
It is. It's true.
Because it's like braised pork, and that takes like 2.5, 3 hours. What I could do is start it and then kind of put it together for you and then show you how it finishes. That'd be easy because we will always eat braised pork. It never goes to waste in our house.
Yeah, Jason said that he's surprised you don't have gas.
Thanks, Jason. Me too, buddy.
Tony said you need to hunker down.
Come here.
Okay.
Stop talking to me. Come here. Ooh.
I have the recipes all up on PTK, but
not the burgers.
Why don't we have the burgers up yet?
Because it's so
much.
I'm gonna add a little bit more chicken stock.
Okay.
If you see it, that was literally a tablespoon.
Yeah.
Because I want a little bit of stock in there when I add my cream. Tablespoon. Look at the color of this when it changes. Oh, is that what the Marsala you heard about?
Yes, it does. Yeah. Mike said he's going to see his friend in Nashville with the Nashville cooking show. He'll put us in contact with him.
Oh, awesome. Wow. A little bit of salt.
Cold condensed cream of mushroom soup. I don't know.
A little bit of pepper. Okay, so now, believe it or not, a little bit more stock just because I don't want it to cook too fast.
Okay.
And I'm going to reintroduce this chicken into this.
Yeah.
And we're going to turn it down. And we're going to cook our pasta and let that simmer.
Do you prefer cast iron pans?
That's all I cook on now. I have other pans, and with the exception of
Why?
constant heat. Look,
right?
It's boiling at the edge just like it is in the middle.
Yep.
And it stays, there's nothing fries better than one of these things. It's just the best.
Pulling the chicken out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Look at it.
Oh, yeah. We're getting the
Do not throw that out.
drippings.
So, chicken right into our sauce.
Going a little fast. You got to tell me what's happening.
I'm just reintroducing, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Reintroducing the chicken into the sauce.
Okay.
We're going to warm even though it just came out of that warm oven, we want to inundate that chicken with our good cream sauce.
Lori said that noise you're making with that cast iron is killing my ears.
Sorry. I know, and I do have plastic tongs.
Yeah, why don't you use some?
Because I don't feel like, I don't know where they are. Okay, so.
Hey, Rodney.
That is done.
Okay.
I mean, I'm telling you, that's done. That's ready to go. So when we plate this,
yep,
we're going to get I like doing pasta on big plates. I do have bowls. You can do it on bowls or whatever. I like doing it on big plates because I just like the palate of a big plate.
We got some bread. I love bread.
Just a little parsley, Italian parsley, not flat leaf.
Kathy said that she doesn't use metal and cast iron.
You're not supposed to, and I appreciate her calling me out. I have so many helpers tonight. Thanks, helpers.
We all say you're welcome.
Mm-hmm. So we have our water boiling, salty water. This pasta goes in. This is fettuccine. I would be using parpadelle if I could. That's that real wide one.
Oh, yeah.
But I couldn't find them the way I like them, and I am in the process of trying to learn how to make pasta.
Hey, didn't you make this with no yolk noodles before?
Yeah, you can do that.
It's good, right?
Yeah, look, seriously, in the recipe, when you see it, the recipe says do it over pasta or mashed potatoes. You can put it over orzo. You can literally do whatever you want with this. It will hold up quite well. Look at that. Look.
Carlos said, is the gas stove really better?
Yes. The heat is just more consistent and it gets there quicker and you can control the heat so much better. These things are so temperamental and they cycle on and off. That's what I hate about them. it's not like a constant heat. They'll cycle on, then they'll cycle off, like a microwave. When you hear it going,
yeah, it clicks on, clicks off.
Same type thing.
So Jeremy wants to know: is there a specific brand of cast iron that's better?
I mean, Forge. I think that Forge is like the ones that a lot of people use because you can get them at Old Time Pottery for like, I think I paid $25 for this thing.
Hey, Minta. Hey,
Lodge. I'm sorry, Lodge.
Lodge. Forge.
Like this, yeah.
Forge Lodge.
Whatever.
It all ends in a.
Well, look how good that looks in the pan. That looks like chicken marsala. When I serve it on this plate, you're gonna be like, damn, that exactly looks like a restaurant.
Exactly looks like a restaurant.
Come on, man.
Just like a restaurant. Did you just remember to wash your cast iron in the dishwasher and put it right in the cabinet?
Oh, Tori, stop.
What happened?
I dropped it.
Oh.
I dropped it.
We don't wash ours in the dishwasher, and we don't put it right in the cabinet. That's all.
No. We hand wash it?
Hey, Jason has a pasta machine.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, and Paul is cooking nude.
Oh, hi, thanks. Send us a pic.
You perked Paul.
Hold the pic.
Did you think it said Paula?
Yes, I did. Hold the pic.
Did you see my face? I was like, well, this is different.
I didn't know you rolled like that, Dad. Stop, man. I can't say anything that you come back at me. Do stop. Making me crazy. Okay, so.
Okay, flea markets and yard sales are great places to get cast iron.
They are.
Johnny said.
They are. And again, who cares? You're going to take it home. You're going to season it, which is coat it with vegetable oil. Put it in the oven at 500 degrees for about an hour.
Yep.
Turn the oven off. Let it cool naturally. That's called seasoning. Opens up the pores of the iron. The oil gets in, creates a really natural Teflon type thing, and it works. And it does work. It is. I can put eggs on my little cast iron.
Yeah.
I can throw eggs in there, and they will slide around like they're on nonstick. I swear it. So what I like to do.
Yeah.
The little pasta I'm gonna get.
They said Goodwill too.
Yeah, you can get them. I mean, you can get them anywhere. Like Goodwill, Habitat for Humanity has them, I guess, or having. I like doing a little bit of pasta.
You're mixing it in.
Yeah, just get a little bit of sauce on the.
Make it a little wet.
Yeah.
All right.
Coming your way.
Mmm.
All right, we're gonna use this little chicken breast because you're a little chicken breast kind of girl.
I am a little chicken breast kind of girl.
Right there on top.
That looks good. Kevin said real men don't buy cast iron, they forge it with their own hands.
Tell him it's my favorite call tonight. Our favorite call tonight. And then basically, just come in here and find yourself some mushrooms.
Okay.
Right on top.
Yeah, that looks really good. I need more juice though.
Just give me a second.
Here we go. That's what it's all about.
And do a little bit more.
Yep.
A little bit more mushroom. And then a little bit more sauce for you. It'll come down out of the pan there, guys. Don't worry about it.
Oh, man.
Tori is dying for this guy. She has literally
I'm
eaten
so
it down.
hungry.
And then we're going to shave some. Now, this is just... By the way, this is just the...
Make
Make sure our plate looks good.
Yeah.
This is just Parmesan Reggiano, but this is a potato peeler. So
oh, that's cool.
When you go to make your, instead of just grating it.
Yeah, the big ones.
Instead of just grating it normal, just drag your potato peeler across your Parmesan Reggiano. And you just want to some flakes like that. It'll mix up real nice. A little bit of Italian parsley, flat leaf, or the Italian parsley, not flat leaf. And there's chicken marsala, guys, made right there. And did you know how fast that was?
That was so fast.
We cooked that in 40 minutes from the very beginning.
Oh wow, really?
That's 40 minutes, a 40-minute meal. And I have enough. I have enough to feed 4 people with that chicken breast and that. That's how easy that is.
Oh,
seriously,
for sure.
That's how easy that is. So if you're not making this dish at home for your family, for your loved ones, for that special person, to get that special thing, you know what I mean. By the way, I always like to put a little bit of lemon on mine because lemon brightens up everything a little bit. So we put a little bit on there. A lot of people will be like, "What?" But it does work better. It's good.
It does.
So chicken marsala, super easy. The recipe will be up courtesy of the Oliver brothers. It's going to be up at ptkradio.com. Just go to recipes, click down, and you'll see the chicken marsala recipe. Take that recipe and make that dish right there. Now, I added red onion into this. Obviously, you do not have to. As you can see, if you play back the video, you'll notice you don't have to add cream to the dish. You can get sauce just by thickening the sauce that you have with the wine and the chicken stock with a slurry made of chicken stock and some cornstarch. The beer tonight was independent from Crooked Can Brewery. Absolutely delicious. Go grab it. It's like a sessionable IPA, but it's really a hoppy pilsner is what it is. If you don't mind, like and share the video. Also, if you don't mind, I know we ask a lot, but we're trying to get this thing off the ground so we can keep it going and do some cool stuff with you guys. Visit our YouTube channel and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That'd be really cool because this eventually is going to be up there as we kind of move forward with the product and keep it going. PTK Radio has some merch. If you're interested in maybe a t-shirt or two or some mugs or whatever to support the show, just go there. We'll ship it right to you, no problem whatsoever. We even have stickers. Every order, we'll put a couple stickers in there so you can put them on your car. September 27th at Marlowe's, guys. That's the next PTK Live. It's going to be at the Lee Vista. And I think that menu we had that night held up against every single menu we've done for PTK Live. Comfy duck scallops, that crazy little potato thing we had.
Hey, they want to know what the YouTube is again.
Oh, it's go subscribe to our YouTube channel.
PrimeTime Kitchen.
Yeah, PrimeTime Kitchen.
Just type in PrimeTime Kitchen. And
go there and just subscribe. All the videos will be up there. Plus, we have ideas for other cool stuff. We do have lots of extra content coming. The side dish thing is getting started. If it wasn't for this hurricane, we'd be cutting it this week. Yeah. Other cool interviews, like Tori and I do the post show. We're going to do it just a little bit. We'll talk about our day, what's going on with
we are. I'm spunky today.
We'll talk about the dish we made, what we have coming up. And also write October 20th on your calendar because we're going to be at the Second Harvest Food Bank. And guys, if I've ever, that's a big deal. So we're cooking with some pretty amazing chefs, and this is a big fundraiser for the 12th biggest food bank in the U.S.
Yep.
Biggest in Florida by 1 million.
First in Florida.
And they're some of the best people ever. And every food bank that you hear that are the little food banks are basically part of Second Harvest. They distribute that food that way. An amazing organization, and we can't wait to help. I'm going to be cooking that night, so we can actually have something I've cooked you can eat, which is going to be good, plus some of the other chefs we featured here on PrimeTime Kitchen on the radio show. Also, every single day, you can catch me on The Monsters. I'll be on there every day, 6 to 11. You can hear this stupid sense of humor on The Monsters in the morning. And that's about that.
Yay!
So this has been episode 16. Chicken Marsala. We're going to eat.
Woo!
We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Please, everybody, be safe during this crazy hurricane. It's for real, so hunker down, and we'll see you next Tuesday for another PrimeTime Kitchen's How Tuesday. Bye, guys.
Don't say hunker.